consultation with the trade and industry bodies. After that, there was a consultation with the rural local bodies and urban local bodies. After which, we had a long meeting with the West Bengal government, including the Chief Minister herself, several of the members of the cabinet, Chief Secretary, senior staff members on their side, and on our side, of course, all the commission members and our senior staff, including the Secretary of the Commission, who are with us here. In the meeting, in the long meeting, the Chief Minister outlined. I spoke briefly, but the main presentation was a long presentation by the Chief Minister herself, where she noted what her government wishes the Finance Commission to do. Some of these areas were not necessarily under the Finance Commission's mandate, so she spoke at length about the problems with the centrally sponsored schemes, the NG-Narega Food Security Act, etc., where West Bengal is having some difficulty getting the funds from the central government. This is an issue she wanted the Commission to be sensitive to, except that it's not directly under the Commission's mandate. As far as the Commission's mandate is concerned, the West Bengal government's submission is that for the vertical devolution, meaning that how to divide the divisible pool between the center and the states, in the 15th Finance Commission, the share of the states was fixed at 41%, and the West Bengal government's plea is that they should be raised to 50%. This is a figure we have heard in almost all other states, except maybe one or two, which may have given us slightly smaller, but that is also raising it to something like 45% or so. But most of the states have said, given the figure of 50%. Then on horizontal, how to divide the share that goes to the states among the 28 states. So there is a lot of, there are several different criteria that different commissions have used in the past. What the West Bengal government has suggested is the following, that on the basis of population, 10%, so 10% of the state share should be divided based on population. And it should be adjusted for the SC/ST population share. There's one. Then area is another commonly used criterion by the finance commissions in the past, and on that the West Bengal government said that about 10% of the divisible pool should be divided based on the area, but it should also be adjusted for some locational complexities. Conventionally, the finance commissions have also used forest as one of the criteria, but the West Bengal government said that it should not be one of the criteria to be included. Now, income distance has been a very important criterion for all the recent, last 4 or 5 finance commissions, even going farther back. What that does is it looks at the difference in the income between the high income state and the other states. So generally, high income state has been Haryana. And the 15th, I think, right now, currently it is Telangana. This is per capita income. So how much lower is the per capita income? So the poorer the state, the more the devolution to that state. That is this criterion. And based on this criterion, in the 15th Finance Commission, the weight of this criterion was about 45%. So the West Bengal government has represented that this share should be increased to 50%, which means that half of the devolution, half of the divisible pool should be allocated across the 28 states based on this income distance. On the tax effort, 2.5%. Demographic performance, which is largely in terms of the 15th Finance Commission, this was the total fertility rate, that the lower the total fertility rate, the higher the devolution. So the weight to that assigned by the West Bengal government is 20%. And finally, the government also has advised that urbanization should be additionally introduced as another criterion with a weight of 7.5%. So that is the main kind of recommendations of this state government. At this point, the Commission is not in a position to say anything about what it is going to do. We still have another 15 states to visit and consult, which is the end of May, as I mentioned earlier. And after that, the Commission will then spend the following 3 or 4 months working through various proposals submitted by the different states and all. And at that point come to some conclusion. So at this point, if you have any questions about what is the Commission going to do, my answer is that we don't know. So this is to anticipate some of your questions. With that, floor is open.
I have a question. That is, if I'm not mistaken,
And wait. So we have the coordinator here who will decide, because one at a time.
One at a time, please, and introduce.
Sir, hello.
You are from which media, which house?
Hello. Sir, this is Pritesh Basu from. This is Pritesh Basu from Vartaman newspaper. Hello. Sir, the thing is that if I'm not mistaken, there is a norm.
so there is a norm that the State Finance
Commission grant has to be cleared by the state governments. In that terms, in terms of getting.
that State Finance Commission grants have to be cleared by the state government for the finance commission grant, and earlier also was there. So in that case, when the center is not clearing certain grants or certain views of the state government, or the opposition, rather better to say, or the opposition government better to say, do you have anything in mind in the finance commission to do anything of that kind of regulations of that kind of thing, so that can be tagged with the central government, so that this kind of views or long pending views can be avoided? Do you have anything in your mind in that case?
So I think your question is about the centrally sponsored schemes, that when the central government is not releasing the funds, will our finance commission introduce any condition? There is no thought to that at this point. We have noted what the state government has said, but what we will do will only be known in the future. You need to, and you need to please follow the sequence. We have the press coordinator here, so please allow her to give you the chance. Why don't you use one of these microphones? Ma'am, just use this microphone might work better. Introduce yourself.
I'm from PTI and Malakar here. I just want to clarify, you said that urbanization was the demand as a new criterion to enter. It's a new criterion.
Yes.